What up? I'm Josh Paulison, and I forgot to have my mic on because it's late, but I'm also having fun, so I guess I'll keep doing this. So, the way that I have the characters' layers imaged, well, I guess first I'll talk about kind of some of the naive things that I tried first. And I wish that they weren't naive. It seems like it should be simple, but it's not. So, throughout the KN, characters' images change. So, mouth opens, eyes close. Now, the first thing that you might think is, oh, well, okay, just change the image source. So you have a character displaying, change the image source, and that'll work. That doesn't work, though, because it needs to load in the new image. And what will usually happen, and what happens is that it does not wait until that image loads and then replaces it. It ends up loading the image while it's replacing it. So you have the image flash. That's not good. A lot of visual novel and kinetic novel engines that I've seen online do that, and the flashing to me is distracting and doesn't look good. I guess I just called out other engines. I probably shouldn't do that, but okay. I'm going to move on. So what I ended up having to do was figure out a way to have multiple layers and switch between the layers. Now again, this seems like this should be a simple thing to solve. You just do display none, display block. That's wrong, because in some browsers, I think it was Edge and maybe Firefox, you'll still see a flicker when you change something from display none to display block. I think because that will usually reflow a document, and so every time that you change something like that, it ends up redrawing, and so you see it when one is invisible and when one is visible, or alternatively, two of them are visible at once for a frame, or however long that time is between redraws and all that. And that doesn't look very good. Because then you have either two images at once or you have them flashing, which some people might try to work around this by having transparency. I didn't want you to have to do that. So the next solution that I tried was having visibility hidden. That doesn't work on one of the browsers either. I think maybe Firefox that didn't work. Maybe it was Edge, but visibility hidden was not an option. Maybe that was even Chrome, but I think it was one of the other browsers. So I guess I don't want to default to blaming other browsers, but I think it was Firefox or Edge. So the one that did work across all the browsers was opacity 0, which isn't one that I'd prefer as much to use, but it did work, so that's what I ended up going with. So when images get hidden and unhidden, the opacity is actually going from 0 to 1 immediately. It's not animated. You could animate it and add a fade out between images, but I didn't do that because I wanted it to be an immediate change. So that's how I have the images displaying, and I'll talk a bit about layers in the next video.